Hello, everybody. Happy Conviction Day. These are all confetti cannons. All confetti cannons. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Conviction Day. Thank you, Kevin, for jumping on. I don't know who else is going to jump on, but we might have a few people that jump on. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Wow. What do you think, Kevin? We were just talking about wow, right?
Cheers, everyone.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. I don't have champagne, but I do have a Corona, so that's good enough, right?
You got streamers.
I have streamers. And we were just talking about how Kevin was just saying the energy shifted on Tuesday. And I remember on Tuesday, it's already getting rough over here. On Tuesday, the guide said, they've been telling me to order these, and I have been not doing it. And I finally ordered them, and they came this morning.
Yeah.
Cannot beat that timing. Now, later, you're going to be live with Mel, right?
Yeah, I'll be going live with Mel Dora at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Cool. All right. Sibyl's joining us. Hey, Sibyl.
Happy oh, my God.
Happy conviction day.
Conviction day, yeah.
I like the way they say up. This is good. It's good to know which way is up because I don't know how to do this. So
have you ever shot one of those off before?
I have, and I thought I was going to put out my ceiling, but I didn't. So let's just see. Woo! Woo! Oh my God! I forgot to turn off the ceiling fan.
Yeah, you'll be vacuuming for days.
Yeah, I'm going to be vacuuming for days.
I was going to say they're fun to clean up.
Can you guys hear it? Can you guys? Oh, yeah. Lord. Can you guys hear the streamers going around the thing? So yes, we get to celebrate, everybody. We get to celebrate. I hope that wasn't too loud. Probably sounded like a darn shotgun going off. I got more, so I'm prepared now. Golly. Okay.
How many did it come with? Because I remember your prediction about how many arrows hitting Trump? 5?
5, yeah, and I got 6 of these bad boys. So come on, Jack Smith. Come on, Shutkin. Come on, everybody. I got to turn this fan off. I'm not sure what's going to happen. They're going to start dropping now that the fan is going to. They're kind of making a really pretty twirling thing. Anyway, thanks everybody. Every count, right? Like I didn't get that. I didn't get every count. I thought for sure it would be less counts than that. How about you guys?
I knew it was coming Thursday, and I got this morning and I looked at the news and I like, okay, maybe they meant next Thursday, but then okay. But my guide, I should trust what my guides say because they said Thursday. I'm like, really? Thursday? Okay, here we are. And they kept saying 34, and I thought, well, maybe close to that, or no, yeah, 34. Wow.
Right on.
Wow.
34. Those people didn't even waste any time.
And they're watching it all over the world. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
What did you say about all over the world?
This verdict watch was all over the world.
I'm sure everybody's celebrating. I felt like going out and just honking my horn in my car, but somebody probably called 911, thought I was getting abducted or something. Susan's in her car. She's honking her horn. She needs help. No, I'm just celebrating.
Yeah, I'm old school. I was going to go on the front porch with a spoon and a pan. Yay! Bang pan.
A spoon and a pan.
Yay!
Yeah, well, you guys, do you guys both live in do you guys both live in blue states, blue areas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty red. I mean, it's not super red, but Ohio is kind of red. It's a little bit more blue where I'm at, but we have a lot of rural areas around us.
Well, we definitely. I'm red. I'm pretty red where I'm at. Although I wore blue today to celebrate. So, do you guys think what's up next? We're not going to be on here super long, you guys, because as I mentioned, Kevin has a show he's doing with Mel that he does every Thursday night. And literally, I just called everybody, like texted everybody. what are you doing? Come on my show. We're going to go live. We're going to party, So it was very last minute kind of thing. So now here we are. We're in new uncharted territory. This is historic. This has never happened before. And they gave him all 34 felonies. I mean, these are felonies. This is like, oh my God, this is all the things I wanted, right? All the things. So what do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to get Mar-a-Lago, like, house arrest? Do you think the judge is pissed off and going to throw him under the jail? Do you think he's going to flee? Let me drink.
I've never been jail for Trump, but I feel him being kind of handled, and I don't know if that's house arrest or if he just kind of loses it. I know the health may be an issue too. So, but you know what I find really interesting, and I don't know about Sibyl, but I know me and Susan have read on it. We see nothing but chaos at the Republican convention, and the sentencing is 4 days before the Republican convention. So we can just imagine how much of a what show it's going to be. I almost feel like, tell me what you think. Do you see, like, now that he's convicted, that other Republicans kind of want to throw him out of the nomination? And like, I feel like multiple people kind of fighting for it or trying to.
Hold on. I'm inviting Jenn Lynn. Jump in, Sibyl. What do you think, Kevin?
Go ahead, you, Kevin.
Oh, I just feel madness. I've had a hard time seeing the convention because it's just chaos.
I feel some kind of home confinement. I don't know if they've actually worked it all out yet, but it might be Mar-a-Lago, but it feels like some kind of home confinement. So they're doing the verdict. I just saw in the news, they're doing the verdict on July 11th, I think they said. So that's when the verdict's being delivered. Oh. But they're probably going to have him in court and announce. Did they have him in court?
I don't know if that's.
Aren't they going to like bring him into court and then say, this is what you're charged with? And then
on the 11th, which is just before the Republican National Convention.
When is that? When's the convention?
The 15th.
Oh God! You can't make this stuff up.
All right, hey, Jenn Lynn, do you guys
know the witch is dead?
The wicked witch is dead. Do you guys know each other? Jenn Lynn, Kevin's Love and Vibration, Sibyl Harmony.
I know Jenn Lynn. I've been watching you for years.
For real, right?
Kevin, I've seen you and Kevin do shows, but I know Jenn Lynn doesn't know me, but my clients know you.
Yeah, I've watched videos like with Susan or Linda or somebody.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The wicked witch is dead. Okay, I was in my car out grocery shopping, running errands, all this stuff, and all of a sudden my phone is blowing up. So, and I heard, he's guilty on all 34 counts. So tell me, did they take him away in handcuffs and pending the appeals? No. See, they should have locked him up immediately.
They should have locked him up.
He has done nothing but piss off the judge through this whole thing. And as my friend Beth Cat was telling me, next to Steve Bannon with the same judge, and his lawyer is the lawyer that pissed Mershon off, last week. Yeah. So Bannon better be thinking about changing lawyers before he gets in front of him.
He might need to be thinking about changing his pants, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, these people, that judge is mad. He's big mad. And I don't think he's going to be any less mad on the 11th. So
he's going to have more time to get madder.
I think Trump is going to have a lot of time to piss him off. You know what I mean? To run his mouth, to do his crazy things that we know he's going to do. We know he's going to, whatever the line is, he's going to walk over it or, whatever he's going to do. Why wasn't he arrested today? You guys, ECM is going to be live in a little bit, but watch the attorneys. They'll tell you. I mean, obviously this guy's getting preferential treatment, right? This was a felony. He really should have been, any other person, I think, would have been just taken right through the back door.
Right out.
Right.
I'm all hot and sweaty from running around.
I know. Me too. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I was like, and I asked my guides, do I need to go live? They were like, yes, go live. I'm like, oh, for the love of God. All right. Now, I tell you what, my dog has never been a Trumper, but she's really mad now because this is her dinner time. She's not even getting dinner over this action. So she's really pissed off at this man.
Oh, it's funny.
He's going to be remanded to his own, like in Mar-a-Lago with an ankle bracelet.
He's going to get isolated somehow.
Yeah. It's like he's contained some way.
And I know, Susan, I've watched the last few videos you've done, sensing like he may not even make it to the Republican convention, which is after the July 11th date, right?
By 4 days.
Yeah, so that could be what takes him out of the convention. I still see him in a straitjacket.
Oh, wow.
Something that popped into my head. What do you guys think? So at the sentencing, the judge really could say, we need to do a mental evaluation. I mean, he's their prisoner. I mean, he doesn't have a say. If the judge says we need to do a mental evaluation, he's got to do it. He doesn't really have a choice. Do you guys feel like this judge is going to be harder ball by then? Do you guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
You can lie to me, or you can tell me the truth.
I have a vision. They keep showing me a vision, and I don't know if it's literal or metaphorical. Of and it may be that he was convicted, because I've been asking, like, are you sure? Because they said yes, of course, right away, and I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you? But I saw him pushed up. When somebody's handcuffed and they're pushed up against the wall with his head turned sideways and his hands behind his back, like in handcuffs. And so is this literal? Possibly metaphor. So, I mean, he could, like at the sentencing, he's done it before, flipped out, or
he could flip out at the sentencing.
I felt like the reason he was sleeping is because he was drugged up. I think they gave him tranquilizers because that stopped him from having a blow up. He can't sit there and listen to all this. And so they just kind of knocked him out. I feel like he's, taking. He
wasn't sleeping at night either. Yeah, we read in Penny Boots 2 or 3 Sundays ago, would any court order a mental evaluation of Trump? And I was getting a yes, and I just got it again. Mental evaluation.
Oh.
Asking some questions.
You guys, between
and that's a yes.
now and then.
What's going to
happen? Do you almost feel like
chills?
I've seen like visions, and the energy kind of changes and everything, but I have seen him like in a mental facility. But I almost wonder if he loses it between now and the sentencing, or maybe threatening somebody. Like, I feel like Marshawn's really angry when sentencing happens.
We know mentally he's not right, his narcissistic pathology. But he also was trained by Roy Cohn, who taught the mafia people how to act crazy to get out of things, So
that's true too.
Even if he got a mental evaluation, is he faking it? He could be.
Yeah.
He could be. But I mean, what's in it for him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he would have to really think, I'm going to jail. If he thinks he's going to Mar-a-Lago, then I think he'll play that card. That's a good card for him to play. And what is wrong with our Constitution that you can run for president having been a felon, but you can't vote? What's wrong with us?
Yeah, they need to fix that immediately.
We need to fix this stuff like immediately, right? I mean, do you guys see that too? Like, that's another thing. So, okay, we did the heavy lifting. Justice came and helped us out. This man has got 34 convictions. He's an ex-president. We did history. Now, do you guys think this is going to change the voting in November?
I mean, what's wrong with our Supreme Court that it's okay to hang flags that are in support of white nationalists, and it's all got to change.
Yeah.
I mean, we all are going to pull money back. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
You were asking what's going to happen after this, and I feel like there's a freak out. That's everybody knows that, but I feel like he's going to lose financial backing, and I read the cards differently. But this is karma that came, and the truth has come out. The truth has come out. But I feel, and that's a lot because they've already, screwed up the party. I know you've read on that, Susan. The party being Republican Party is just
all of us have. All of us.
Yeah. But I feel like he's gonna like find people that were backing him are gonna go, okay, wait a minute now, And the
all
news
those
reporting.
billionaires.
Well, he gave a speech in the Bronx. It seems like he has a lot of support, and he was very strong in his message. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's up there with convicted, people who are on trial for murder and gang members and people. There was only 3,500. They're like, oh, there was a large crowd. It was only 3,500 people. People were leaving. I mean, it's just like, no, they just maybe so this might be them too. Of like, finally, are you going to stop saying, well, even like CNN, like, well, he's the leading candidate for his showed up, and his message was he's good on the economy and immigration. Like, no, he's not. How is he ever good on the economy? He lost more jobs than any president. And
we haven't had a Republican president that's ever been good
for immigration. Like, what's he doing for immigration? He never did anything except threaten people and take kids away. I mean, it's just
true.
How, well, the price of gas. I'm like, well, what does that
So we all think that, because I think we all saw Biden winning. That's pretty much given. But now, do we feel like there's a little extra wiggle room in those votes? Do we feel like this is going to transpire to real numbers at the polls? Because I think so. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that were going to vote for Trump aren't going to vote at all.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I felt that way too, Jen. And I don't know if it's because Trump's not around anymore. Maybe they take him off the nomination and his people are still like, well, we're for Trump. The MAGAs are going to always be on Trump's side no matter what. But I think some of those more moderate Republicans, a lot of the independent voters, they're not going to vote for a convicted criminal.
Yeah. No, I don't. He might not be in any shape.
I don't see him on the ballot in November.
I don't either.
I keep getting a woman. I keep getting a female is on the ballot. I don't know if it's Nikki Haley. Yeah, I don't know if it's Nikki Haley or some other female. But I never got him on the ballot.
I couldn't ever see. I didn't even see a woman. Did anybody else? Did Kevin? Have you seen a woman on the ballot?
I wasn't picking up a woman. No, but I do feel some people. I think we both said maybe people writing in Nikki Haley.
Well, yes, I did see people writing in because I remember thinking they're never going to get 2 Ks. They're never going to spell this right.
He's blocked from the ballot.
He's blocked from the ballot.
He's not going to be on the ballot. They're gonna have some kind of secret meeting, to choose somebody else.
Sorry,
interesting.
Guys. Now I have
Doesn't
hearing
it feel like a huge piece of the puzzle starting to come in with all of this madness that we've been picking up?
Yeah, exactly. It's like we knew it was chaos, but we couldn't understand how we got to the chaos or why it was going to be chaos. Like I just don't see any real front runner. I don't see any.
I don't either.
But Jen, Jen's the bloodhound here. She's got the trail. Go, Jen, go.
I just get they're evaluating and select someone new that they're going to change who's on the ballot. So every time I've looked at it, I've gotten a female card. I'm not getting a female card this time, but I think they're going to reevaluate who they put on the ballot, whether it's after the Republican convention, then they're going to have problems just like Biden with like Ohio, where it's not 90 days out and all that.
Right. So Trump will be on the ballot even if they switch it out.
That's what I think. I think Trump is going to be on the ballot, and I see a write-in situation. That's why it's going to be so difficult, because I've been a judge on a local write-in vote count, and they're very picky. You've got to get it exactly right. There's no room for error here. So writing in Nikki Haley or Vivek or,
Because these people are not going to vote for Brainworm either. You know,
No.
they don't like him.
Brainworm. I just figured out who you were talking about.
Dead Brainworm.
Oh my God. So now do you guys, people are talking about him fleeing. So I have seen him attempting to flee. I read that he was going to flee at one time, but I don't think he pulls it off. I mean, do you guys feel like he's going to pull it off?
No, I don't feel that. I feel like he's
I'm
being
gonna ask.
watched.
I'm going to ask, will he get an appeal?
Oh, nice. Oh my God. See, that's the thing. Like I was reading about Judge Mershon, and he was finally so mad that he was like, I don't even care if they appeal this. I'm taking this man down. I don't even care. Like he's like, forget trying to give him all these extra things just to avoid an appeal. Mershon was like, that's it. I've had it.
It's going to move real slow, and that's a no card. Heartbreak, no. He is stuck. He will not win an appeal.
That's what I got.
Wow.
I got that he's, by the time the appeal gets here, he's either not going to be here or he'll be like, I saw him wheeled into a chair, in a wheelchair, holding a briefcase that didn't have documents, but the Secret Service gave him a briefcase to hold on to so he could go, it's mine, they're my documents, and just empty papers, but he thought it was, just to hold on to, and he gets wheeled into this court to the document case, and there was another judge there, and he couldn't really participate in that because of the dementia, whatever, if he had a stroke or whatever happened. But I saw that happening. I'm hoping that's wrong. I feel like she'll be replaced, Judge Canon. But I see him like by the time an appeal gets here, he might not be up for it, or he might be gone somewhere in an institution, so they have trouble. I mean, how are they going to bring a case to somebody who can't, isn't really coherent or something?
That's what I get.
I'm kind of getting the appeal might come 2 months before the election.
Is that so? Really?
And I get all the women walking away from him in the election, all the women abandoning him. He's blocked from taking it to a higher court too, so I don't think it'll even go to the Supreme Court. I don't think they'll hear it. He's toast.
He's toast, you guys. He's toast. Spirit took him out. They literally just took him out. Now, what I want to know is, because just like I thought, this is probably going to affect voters. I feel like this is going to affect his support. I think all that red tie brigade, what were you guys calling them on Petty Boots? God, y'all had a name for him on Petty Boots. Was hilarious, you guys. Sunday nights, her, Johnny, Becca. It's great. But anyway, I think all of these people, including perhaps people in the Supreme Court, I think they might think, oh, well, if this guy's not going to appoint me to the Supreme Court, if he's not going to give me cover, if he's not going to, elect me to be his AG or whatever, then I better make better friends with these Democrats, or better, maybe I need to even resign. What do you guys think?
Let me see if he loses support of the Republicans in Congress.
Maybe after the election. Let's say after the election.
It feels divided to me. Half are all. It feels like it's split in half. Half is all in on MAGA, and the other half is we've had enough of this nonsense.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body is going to endorse him all the way to the end. He's stupid.
She is. What about Boebert? You think Boebert will? Because Boebert's street smart. She might be like, this isn't looking good for the home team.
I'm not sure about Boebert, but I think Gates and Jordan, who were in that meeting before January 6th, that was held, I think all of those involved in that meeting discussing, how they're going to block the confirmation of the electoral college votes. I think all of those are going to stick with him because they know they're going to be next.
For real.
their only savior is if Trump gets in and pardons them.
It's true. They are next. What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's why they were all fighting so hard to protect him. And now that's all going to go away. I feel like they do split. That's why you see chaos at the convention, because there's a split.
It's that implosion.
Yeah, because some people are still like, okay, if he goes down, I'm going to jail too. I'm in trouble. My career's over, because they tied their, whoever, where Jen's got something. What's that?
Growth of support for a woman.
Who
Okay.
is the woman?
Growth of support. This is support for a woman.
It's not Nikki, is it?
Looking at their options.
Do you think it's Nikki? Because I just can't see these MAGAs voting for Nikki. I just can't. What do y'all
I think they're going to have no chance with anybody else because everybody else fell out so long ago in the primaries. I think the only person they could nominate is Nikki.
Yeah, but the MAGAs aren't going to show up. Maybe the other half will vote for her.
Yeah, they're gonna change. They're gonna be shifting and hemming and hawing, and
that's the death card.
Death card, which has changed for me. They're gonna be everything out of balance and hemming and hawing, trying to juggle like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? It's a big problem.
Yeah, that's a good point. What about Christy Noem?
No,
the puppy killer.
Her career's over.
The puppy killer. Nobody will tolerate her. Not even MAGA.
Not even the MAGAs. Okay. All right. And what about cinema? Is she still viable?
For what?
I thought she's independent. She's not even.
She's not even in office, right? But
yeah, I mean, if there's any other woman they might try to get behind, it'd be like a Elise Stefanik or somebody like that.
Oh yeah, maybe her. Yeah.
What about Stefanik? I mean, you still got to write her in, and who can spell Stefanik?
Yeah,
they can't. I'm
not MAGA.
This is a really big deal. I saw it. I'm like, spelled wrong, spelled wrong, spelled wrong, spelled wrong. Like I threw out 3/4 of the ballots that I counted. And it wasn't a hard name. It wasn't Jones. You know what I mean? It's like McLaughlin. It was like an MC, a little C. You know what I mean?
Like, keep asking about Cheney, and I don't see her.
No.
I don't see her winning.
Well, they don't like her. You know, they still think she's a traitor. They really do. She betrayed them from the very beginning. So I don't see that. It'd have to be somebody. God, I mean, what if they went to somebody like Boebert or somebody like MTG? I mean, what if they did?
What's out of here? She's not. It's Cinema. What's her name? Cinema. Cinema. What's her name from Arizona?
Kristen Cinema.
Kristen Cinema. Yeah. No, she's not doing anything great. She's not going anywhere good. Boebert, I feel like she loses her seat or something. She's just like I see them and then they just go bloop off the screen. They're like, okay, you're gone. And I saw this. I was flipping through YouTube and this show came on. There was these Christian tarot card readers or something. And they were going, Trump is going to fake his death and is really secretly running the White House. And we're going to know this. So you should know that they're going to say he's dead, but he's really secretly in control. And they were going like, oh, pray for. I'm like, what the hell?
Bernie, weekend at Bernie.
Oh my God. What?
So the sad thing is MAGA will believe that.
No, totally they will.
Yeah,
totally.
So
they think that, he's been taken. It's like Jesus. It's Jesus. He's been crucified, but he's secretly alive somewhere. Oh my God. Yeah. It's some of them, but the other ones are going to split. So then you have the chaos at the convention. There's somebody writing in, maybe a woman, something.
Fefe was going to join us, but she went to Mexico and had too good of a time. And now she's sick. So I'm sorry you're sick, Fefe. I wish you were here with us, girl. She said Sibyl's cracking her up.
Well, I am happy. I am just. I've been laughing for weeks since this trial started, and I know you're not supposed to. I'm not enjoying someone's demise. I'm laughing and happy because we're free. It's like we won the
lottery.
This is just huge.
What about Sarah Huckabee Sanders? I'm gonna be sick if I keep talking about all these people. I'm gonna get sick. But I'm telling you, I was like, I'm getting sick to my stomach. But what about Sarah Huckabee Sanders? It can't happen. It just cannot happen. I'd have to leave the country again.
Well, hopefully, if it is her, they hire a good stylist so that she can, be presentable on stage.
You know, her state is so broke, and there's a lot of people in poverty there, or that are needing help, and so she went out and bought a $35,000 lecture or something like that, and then what?
Yeah, no,
but she actually might be a threat. I feel like she might, because she's got that religious. She doesn't look like
the real MAGAs might get behind her. I mean, I don't think she's going to win. I don't see anybody giving Biden a run for his money.
She's not. But she might try to be. She could be. Or maybe let's look at Elise Stefanik. You mentioned her.
I would feel like out of that group, it would be Elise Stefanik.
You feel
maybe
Elise?
Haley, but I don't see enough people. The MAGAs don't like her.
What do you think, Jen?
I'm kind of feeling like they might try to find somebody sort of in the middle, not too MAGA, not too the other way, and maybe someone a little older and mature. So somebody that's supported Trump, but at the same time is a little more middle of the road.
Who is that?
I mean, not Elise Stefanik. Possibly the Arkansas, what's her name?
Huckabee Sanders.
Huckabee. But then she's not doing good. She's at first she's doing okay.
But Tulsi Gabbard? What about Tulsi Gabbard?
Oh God.
I mean, these are all like bottom feeders. Okay. Ooh. Like we're like in the scum. We're in the bottom. We need to
MAGA would love her. I don't think anybody else would though.
I feel like it's almost somebody a little more mature, like a Susan Collins or something, or a name we haven't heard too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like somebody really, that let Trump get away with a lot, didn't vote for him in the impeachment, didn't vote to impeach him. So it's not going to be like a Lisa Murkowski who voted to impeach him.
Play in the middle.
Yeah, somebody that's played the middle is what I feel.
Who is that?
Maybe they don't know yet, because I feel like
Sarah Palin
Gabbard is going places. That's concerns me. I feel like she.
Oh heck, Tulsi's going places.
Well,
see, I haven't paid attention to her, so I don't know what she's doing or not doing. I don't know how much of a Trumper she was.
She supports the country with an R. She's real big on them.
Oh, okay.
Right. That tells you anything about her.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know she's terrible. Wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Tulsi going back to Russia. What about Putin? What do we feel like Putin feels about like this? What does he think about it?
Wow.
He just wants to divide the country, so he doesn't care if Trump runs or not. He would put propaganda out there to support Trump if he was running, but he doesn't care. His main goal is break up the U.S., be divisive.
Yeah. And it's almost like he would support somebody else even if Trump's not around.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's it. It's about
destroying our government. The devil and the Hierophant. That's his goal. So any way that he can do that. But I do have a woman coming in. So if you're all picking up maybe a woman being the nominee, there would be ties to Russia here.
Yeah. Putin doesn't care. He thinks that guy was an idiot. 45 is an idiot. It's kind of like, throw that guy out. He'll have to write somebody else in. Let's get somebody else in there. That's what he is. He's happy to do that. He is can you imagine with him because he's so stupid.
Putin behind closed doors with Trump, before they tore up the notes from the thing. Can you imagine Trump sitting there farting and Putin having to put up with it?
Smack him. I know Putin would smack him. You're like, Just
He would
like
be so
irritated.
disgusted.
Hmm.
That's sad. And how do we think Biden feels? So how does Biden feel right now? I mean,
Oh,
here's to you, Biden. Here's to you. Absolutely.
I'm voting for the one that's not a convicted felon.
Yes.
Convicted
Exactly.
felon.
Exactly. We're going to vote for the president that hasn't been convicted of a felony. 34 felonies.
Biden's doing an Irish jig. I can't see him. He's happy.
Yeah. Happy. I hope he doesn't throw nothing out, getting all crazy. Did they release a statement?
He's
What do you
excited
got?
of the judgment that Trump's going to be getting because of the justice coming in.
You guys, this is the dominoes. This was the first domino. I feel like it's, what else you
Biden's
got?
getting some money. He's getting some donations.
Let's get
His
some money.
campaign's taking off.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. We love that for him. He needs money because the Republicans in Russia have money.
Biden's standing on higher ground, and he is just getting down to work.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's strong. He knows he's got the White House again. You know, he's strong. He's got the support. He has hope for the country and the government maybe to get back to normal. He's business as usual is what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Jack put up here. Total class that Biden delayed a statement. I think Biden is like, we'll just let justice speak for itself. We have separation, right, of the powers, and justice is, Biden is like, that was them. They doing their business. They're doing their thing. I don't have anything to say about it right now.
President can't comment on court cases like Obama. There was something big in court when Obama was president. He wasn't allowed to comment because he can't sway the jury. So
Right.
Presidents are not supposed to talk about cases.
Right.
But now that
Trump-
the case is over, do you feel like he's going to start? I feel like he's going to start hitting him. I feel dark branding coming up.
But do you think he has to wait until sentencing? Because if he says stuff now, who cares? I just think Trump has run roughshod over whatever social contracts and whatever we have had.
When he invited him to debate, he said, "I hear you have Wednesdays open." Because they didn't have. So he's gonna hit him, but
I love it.
I don't think there'll be a direct comment on you're a convicted felon.
He'll probably say something. You might have to check to make sure your schedule's clear to do that debate.
I don't know if you saw the thumbnail for Sunday night's Petty Boots, but I put up the thumbnail where Biden's on this side of the stage and Trump's on a TV prompter over here from prison.
Biden is debating 45 from a monitor from a prison. That was her thumbnail for Petty Boots last Sunday. That was awesome. That's a lot of fun. Really, really fun. So somebody says, Darlene says Biden did say something. I wonder what he said. Well, tell me what he said if he did say something. Yes, dancing in the streets is definitely Canon twice. I got so excited I shot another one off. So if you missed that, you'll have to rewind it because I'm down to 4 and I need them for Jack Smith and Chutkin and Bragg and everybody else. And even Cannon's stupid case. Now, you guys see Cannon being removed because I do. I see them going around her, being somehow. Whether they remove her or Jack Smith goes around her, I don't care. I just feel like she's not going to gum up the works forever.
She pulled something else today where she's making Trump's team and Jack Smith's team respond to her on something because of a ruling the Supreme Court did. And I haven't read up on it enough to get the whole story.
His campaign responded. Okay, there is a difference, right? So his campaign responded, there's nobody above the law. That's the great thing about the campaign. They can be your proxy. They can say things that you might not want to say.
Well, and the rest of the Democratic Party can
that too.
To ramp up too.
True that too. So I saw, just briefly, on Midas Touch, 2 crazy unhinged men outside of the courthouse screaming, like just going crazy, screaming things about, pro-Trump. That was it. 2 people, 2 men, 2 completely unhinged men. That was his, backup crew. Do you guys feel like there's going to be like a lot of people coming out this weekend? Do you feel like we're going to see Trump rallies or Trump boat parades or Trump car parades? Or do you think there's going to be a significant mounting show of support?
I think a lot of people are afraid after all the convictions and jail times from January 6th to repeat that. Why would I put my ass on the line for this person that's done nothing for us to possibly get sent to jail? Yeah, no. There could be some lone wolf things, but I don't see masses of people.
Yeah,
I don't either.
No, I'm not feeling it either.
I don't see anything violent. I mean, like you're saying, there could be your local MAGA club could get together and make your life, hard just because there's 6 of them out there in their cars, whatever. But I don't see it on any big level. And also, something that I've gotten for a while is Biden is such an intel president, right? He is so supportive of the intelligence agencies. He gets read the reports 2 and 3 times a day, whereas before maybe it was normal to have 1 reading. He totally supports them. And when you feel like somebody appreciates what you do, you go over and above for that person. You go under control. So I feel like if any of these groups pop up out of their hidey holes, I feel like the ATF and the FBI is going to be there to take them out, because I really feel like they have a pretty good idea of who they are and what they're doing. So I think if they had any show of a force, I think they'd be arrested pretty quickly, personally.
Yeah, I agree. They're on high alert. They've been getting ready for this. So everybody's kind of having a freak out on high alert. Yeah, there might be some lone wolves, like Jenn was saying. They're just, but I don't feel like there's anything big. It's it's kind of a freak out. But nothing, not a big show. Yeah, they're afraid of. There's like 2 people outside the courthouse. Okay.
The sad part is, Judge Merchan is going to need security for the rest of his life because of these nut jobs out there.
True. And the jury, my God.
Yeah. The jury, unless Trump gets a hold of the names and stuff, the jury is kind of protected right now. We don't know the names of the jurors.
But I mean, they know what they look like, and they're New Yorkers. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, I could imagine somebody being discovered. But the other thing I got
coming out, some of them doing interviews and talking about the experience.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Kevin. Kevin and I are on the same wavelength. I saw one of the jurors writing a book. At least one of the jurors writing a book.
Yeah.
And maybe even the alternate, because the alternate was there for the whole time. It might even be an alternate, but I really feel like, and I feel like this book is going to come out before the end of the year. Of course, it'll probably be ghostwritten, but I see it coming out just in time for the holidays. Do you guys see that?
I saw a book, but I do feel like some of them are threatened or will be threatened.
I do too.
Somebody's going to out them. People were in the courthouse. They saw him. They're going to look, who was that? And Trump's a big revenge guy. So, but I don't know if he's so angry. He wants revenge. But I feel like there is threats. They have to be careful. Yeah. I feel like they'll be okay, but there's threats.
Do it under a pseudonym.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I saw. I'm so glad you said that, Jenn. Do y'all recall when that book got written by Anonymous? Wasn't it about Clinton or something? Remember, it was written by the pen name Anonymous. Am I the only one that remembers that? Okay.
I remember it. I don't think it was about Clinton, though, was it? Wasn't it about Trump?
No, this is back in the 80s, maybe. It was written by an author called Anonymous.
Okay.
About Clinton, but maybe it wasn't. You guys tell me in the chat. But that's what my guides woke me up. They No, this was a long time ago. Clinton, Extreme
I-
Brands. Remember,
I think they
we
had
ain't
one
gonna
during
say how
Trump
old we
time.
are. Extreme Brands. Let's just keep that to ourselves. But anyway, yeah, it was. I think it was about Clinton because it was literally anonymous, and everybody was like, "How'd you get this information? Who are you?" Everybody wanted to know. That's kind of what I see. Is this book about the Trump trial? It's written by someone who calls themselves anonymous. Like they're not even going to use a fake name. They're going to put it out there that it's anonymous. Yeah, it's a conviction party, Sean. Thanks for coming by.
The good news for Trump is he doesn't know another $500 million from this court case. Unlike his other ones where he owes so much money.
That's a good question. Is E. Jean Carroll's attorney going to sue him again?
I just heard yes.
Yeah.
I read on Tuesday.
Yes.
I got a yes.
Don't
Yeah.
make me shoot another one of these things off. You should see how it looks over here, you guys. Yes, I think so too. I think it's a pile on at this point. It's like everybody wants to jump on this man. 58.
They might want to. I don't know if they can though. There's so many cases. How are they gonna?
Why not? There's not a limit, honey. We can put as many
No
cases
limit?
as we want.
But if he's still here, he has to be here somewhere, doesn't he?
Oh, well, I don't know if he's going to be here. That's the thing. I don't know that part, but I know that they
want to do it. Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, they want to. Yeah.
Alvin
Alvin
Bragg's got to be
on.
feeling pretty good. I see he's on MSNBC right now. He's got to be feeling great.
He's got to be feeling great.
All 34 counts.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy that that those two prosecutors left. I mean, theoretically, this whole thing could have maybe happened sooner. I wonder how those two prosecutors feel because they were saying we had a rock solid case, you know. But it turns out Bragg had a rock solid case today. That's good.
Absolutely. Ladies, I'm going to jump off.
You got to go, Kevin. Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
It was a lot of fun. Cheers, everyone. Stop by on my
Nice to
channel
meet you, Kevin.
I'll
Nice
see
to
you.
meet
We're doing a show like in a week or two, right, Kevin?
A couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking
17th?
forward. That'll be
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Cool.
All right. Take care, everyone. See you in a little
Bye.
bit.
Bye, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah,
I got to look and see how Stormy's feeling.
Oh,
How does Stormy feel?
How
Oh,
does
I think
Stormy
Stormy
feel?
might be having a drink with us. And also Michael Cohen. Here's to you, Michael. Here's to Pecker. I never thought I would cheer to Pecker, but here I am. Here's to Pecker.
Pecker and a porn star that picked out a little mushroom on Jimmy Kimmel took Trump down.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Out of
how
a
apropos
lineup of mushrooms.
Yeah, the name.
yeah. She is so happy. Oh yeah. She's gonna
She's like,
do something like she's a card reader. I feel like she's gotten into her spiritual side. I feel like she's gonna do something.
It'd be cool to
And-
have her on. It would be so cool to
Yeah,
have
if you're out
Stormy
there and you can
Daniels.
see us, come on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Contact
anybody
me.
knows Stormy, have her
Contact
on.
me. Contact us. Yeah. 'Cause
yeah,
I feel like she's got a career in some kind of spiritual work, but
I
she
do
is
too.
really happy.
I do
she's
too.
got a contract for something with communication, so she's probably writing another book.
Yeah,
You know
okay,
what she
okay, there you
does?
go.
You're right, Jen. She's got a contract for a TV show.
Yep. Oh,
Something
okay.
in communications. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
this is
but I'm with
vindicating
her.
her.
I think she's going to do a tarot deck. I think she should do a tarot deck.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if you're listening, Stormy, take notes.
I see
Well,
money.
like-
I see this is solid. Did her a solid, vindicated her. And I feel like she's going to be making money. I'm not really sure where, but I know she has spiritual gifts.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. Anything else you guys in the chat want us to talk about while we're here for a little bit longer? We've been on for maybe another 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't know what. This is a very last minute thing. Literally in 8 minutes, I got these, and I would have invited more people, but I didn't have everybody's cell phone, so I couldn't really get everybody here. But will he be at the sentencing? Jill wants to know. will he be at the sentencing?
He has to be.
Yeah, but I mean, will he be, viable?
Oh,
Or will he be like, will he be crazy? Will he be?
I'm getting Michael Cohen isn't done with them yet either. I was like, what's Michael Cohen doing? He's not done with them yet either.
Really? What? Oh.
I don't know if there's another case coming up that he has to testify in, or if he's going to write another book about him or what. But there's something legally. He is going after him again.
What?
Oh. He feels empowered now, so
I love that. I'm happy for that. Today is the anniversary of Beau Biden's death, according to Teresa. Well, that's also some karma right there. That's
synchronicity.
Karma is everywhere. She is everywhere. Don't mess with her.
Yeah, I feel Beau Biden around Biden a lot, helping him. He was friends in life with Kamala Harris. So I feel like that had something to do with Biden picking, because he'll send a thought, he'll send a whisper, he'll send a feeling to his dad. But I feel like he's watching over his father, and he's really supportive, and he's like a guide. So not surprised this came on the anniversary of his death, his passing. But yeah, I do see him around his father.
This is a great idea, Kylie. If we all sent in $47 to Biden, and Biden could, in a day or two be on the news, I mean, that probably wouldn't look great, but I don't care. It's like, well, the Democrats are rallying around Biden, right? He scooped up a lot of extra money. I think it's a good idea.
I really wanted to do a fundraiser for Biden and the Dems, but they're not nonprofits, so you can't do it on YouTube. I was like, dang.
Oh, you can't do it on YouTube. Oh,
because it's only nonprofits that are registered with YouTube that you can select from.
Okay.
Like, what a shame, because we could do a fundraiser for these Dems.
You guys raise a lot of money. Wasn't it Chef Andre? Who was it that you did fundraising for?
New Year's Eve, we did Chef Andre's World Central Kitchen. We've done him a couple of times. We've done Feeding America a couple of times. We've done Humane Society and Veterans Group we did one time.
How do you do that?
You set up fundraisers through YouTube in the YouTube studio, but you're limited to people that have already submitted the paperwork to validate that they're a true charity.
And then that way YouTube doesn't take any money.
Yeah.
All the money goes to because like if you donate to us, YouTube takes a pretty big chunk. But if you're doing it for a nonprofit, like Jenn is saying, they've already done all the paperwork. So how much money did you raise last New Year's Eve? Like over 10?
I don't remember last New Year's Eve. I remember one of our biggest ones on New Year's Eve was like $9,000 for Feeding America. I think World Central Kitchen this last time came pretty close to that. The ones during the year are anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 that we raise. So
nice.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
we have a lot of givers in our chats. And the first fundraiser I did, I let them donate to me, and then I submitted it to the charity. And never again, because I had to pay taxes on all that.
No,
because it got reported to my income, right?
No,
so I was so glad when they used to say you had to have X number of subscribers to do a fundraiser, to do a donate button. Well, they lowered that. So I was able to set it up as a true fundraiser where it went straight in, and those are awesome.
Awesome.
We try to do a few a year.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you guys aren't familiar with Jenn Lynn Tarot, down on the bottom, I think on your screen, please check out her channel. Sibyl Harmony, please check out her channel. Kevin, Loving Vibration, who was just here, please check out his channel. Because subscribers are free. You really could just go around our community, and even if you don't watch somebody, subscribe to them. Just say, hey, I don't watch you, but I appreciate you doing the work you're doing. It's free. Why not go around and bless all the channels? Because all of this takes time and effort and energy. And even if you don't vibe with that person, why not just subscribe for the heck of it? If you don't watch them, it's not like they're going to show up in your feed. You know what I mean? Like you're never going to see them again, but you gave them a subscription, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I'm leaving in 2 weeks from today for Portland, Oregon. I'm doing the Healing Energy Seminar. We have launched on my website a fall event because we sold out the June events. So if you go to my website, if you would like to learn Astral Body Healing Energy, it's on my website and you can read more about it there. But we have an event the last weekend of September and then another event the first weekend of October.
Cool.
Nice.
And,
That is.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say her first 2 events are sold out. So, so she sold out the ones that are just coming up. And it's in Portland and it's at a place. I've done this with Jenn Lynn, right? Like, so Jenn Lynn and I were at Sedona with Linda G, and I experienced it. Actually, it's pretty cool. It's actually a really cool thing. And I've also experienced a healing from Sibyl. So these are 2 pretty freaking high level healers that we have here on this channel. If you guys ever need a healing or a reading, I strongly recommend them. And actually Kevin is a great healer too. So all 3 of you guys are great healers.
Oh, you surround yourself with healers.
I know, right? I know I'm smart like that.
Yeah. Well, I heard good stuff about Jenn Lynn's thing. So I know people are excited about that. I have some classes coming up. I have Manifesting in Your Life Purpose, June 8th. And those are on my website. I have Mediumship that I'm teaching on June 13th. And then a healing class in July. So, So
everybody's busy. Everybody's busy. Check out their website, SibylHarmony.com. Jenn Lynn Tarot. Is it JennLynnTarot.com, right, Jen?
Yeah, Jenn Lynn Tarot, 2 N's in Jen, 2 N's in Lynn.
what happened to our name?
We had a waiting list that was so big. Yeah, our waiting list was so big for June. We had to go
back and put it.
And do a fall.
Totally. So if the orange guy, the orange turd, as Stormy calls him, right? I mean, Stormy handed these prosecutors the defense. She handed their butts to them. But anyway, if the orange turd goes down, what do the kids do? I mean, they're not supporting him. I mean, Ivanka hasn't even been there, right? Melania's MIA. Barron's MIA. I think Eric was the only one who was there, and I'm pretty sure he was.
No, John Jr. showed up.
John Jr. did once. Okay,
he went down there and started crying. It's really pathetic. It's sad, but
it is sad. No, it is sad. But I mean,
sad when you're a demon spawn.
But Trump did this to himself, seriously. So do you see the kids like because Trump org is going down? I mean, look, Tish James is not even done with this yet. We're just waiting for the appeal. I feel like she's going to yank all that stuff out of Trump org. I mean, there's not going to be anything left by December.
She passed a lot on to the IRS also. So he's going to have federal crimes with the IRS. So yeah, they're not done with him.
The IRS does not play. So, I mean, once they finally decide to go after you, they give rich people too many breaks. But so if there's nothing left, where do the kids go?
My guides are saying they give songs to me, and I'm hearing, I don't know what song this is. Goodbye and so long. Goodbye and so long. They're gonna go off somewhere. I think you said you saw him going to a foreign country. Could be. Yeah. They never had a political career, Eric or Don Jr. They just don't. It's just not happening for them. But yeah, there goes the.
I don't even think they can go to Saudi, Jack. I honestly see them going to a place like Turkmenistan, like some of the Stan country where it's the Wild West, where with $50,000 you can actually do something. You can buy a building, you can make a casino, you can Saudi Arabians. I just don't think they have any use for any of these people, and I know Putin has no use for them. What do you think, Jen?
They don't know how to make honest, legitimate money. They're crooks too. If you look in the Panama Papers that came out, a few years ago and stuff, all the criminals they were connected with in Panama, trying to open a Trump hotel there, they don't know how to make legit money. They're gonna. I've always seen Junior in a burgundy jumpsuit, which when I was live and I flashed on it one time. And I said, what's a burgundy jumpsuit? Like, it's not orange, it's burgundy. And they were telling me in the chat that means he's a national security risk in burgundy. So he's gonna end up in trouble. Eric, God bless his little heart. I mean, maybe Lara will get her singing career taking off and she can support him.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There's not enough auto-tune in the world for that to happen. My ears are bleeding right now. Pretty sure. Oh my God.
I mean, if they were smart, they'd be selling those mansions and buying a nice ranch house somewhere and just go quietly off grid for a while.
Yeah, they're not smart, Jen. But that's why I saw them going to like some crazy country where it's so crooked that because they can't abide by any laws and they're not going to have any money. So they're going to be going with like $50,000 in some, in quarters. I mean?
Because nobody's going to pay their way for them. Nobody's going to help them out. Nobody's going to, like Kushner getting his $2 billion from the Saudis. Nobody's going to help Beavis and Butthead.
No. We have a request for Jen Lynn. Please read on apprentice producer spilling the tea. Well, that guy, Noel Kassler, he's been spilling the tea for a long freaking time, if that's who you're talking about. He's been spilling the tea on Trump for years, honestly. Yeah. And I'll say it's got to be true because this man says he's the first guy who started talking about the Adderall. He's the first guy that started talking about the dirty diapers. He started talking about the guy that was assigned to Trump to clean the dirty diapers. And Trump is not suing him for libel. So it's got to be true because this guy's been talking about it for years.
He has never gone after Noel Kassler. He's never.
Never. Not even said a bad thing about him.
Mm-mm.
And that guy is in the Twitter and he's in Twitter generally. I think he's over at Threads now, but he's there like on the daily spilling tea. So,
he's never said a bad thing about Karen McDougal either. Stormy, he's gone up and down on, raked her over the coals, but he has never said anything bad about Karen McDougal.
Why do you think that is? You think he really loved her or whatever his black heart can do?
I don't see it as love. I think maybe she's got some dirt on him or something that she could prove.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's even more interesting.
That's the only thing that would keep him from going after somebody. If he thinks they've got enough dirt on him that they could, harm him.
That's true. Like Pecker, right?
Yeah.
Like Pecker. He was very nice to Pecker. Hey, Libby's here. Good to see you. Right. So Karen McDougal, huh? I don't know. These people should be careful.
Capable of like a deep, long-lasting love. He's so self-centered and focused on himself, and he thinks women are a dime a dozen. He doesn't respect women. That I don't think he really cares about Karen.
No, he doesn't. No. He was like, look what I'm getting. I get that on Saturday nights or something. Whenever you saw her, I get some of that. That's all she was. And then she didn't go after him or she didn't put a threat. So, I mean, how many people can you attack at one time? So he likes to have, revenge and go after people, but she never really did that. So, and she is a good girl. I mean, he's not stupid. He can see that she was a nice person, but no, he didn't love her.
I mean, Trump did so much coke back in the 70s and 80s. He had that nose surgery. You can see the scar on the side of his nose. He's blown out his nasal cavity so many times and switched to Adderall after that. I lived in New York in the 80s and 90s. We all knew who he was. The only people that would hang around with him were Epstein and people like that. Nobody of a good reputation would hang around him.
And here we are.
So
34
Convictions.
Here we are with 34 convictions. All those people who said nothing's ever going to happen, he's never going to get convicted. I hope you feel better. I hope you are breathing lightly and feeling better about justice. And remember, this whole community told you it would happen. We were all supporting each other through it because it was tough. How about Melania? I saw Melania husband shopping a long time ago. Now, according to, I don't think it's Noel, but or Noel Kassler, the guy, the apprentice guy, but it could be. She's kind of holed up, if you will, in the New York condo with a guy, with one of her bodyguards. Apparently, this is common knowledge in that area or in that circle. But I don't see her marrying. I see her marrying somebody with money, and I see her marrying somebody from another country, not from the United States. This place is too lawful. She needs to go over there with the boys to one of those Stan countries, one of those Turkmenistan countries. What do you guys see?
Yeah, I feel like she kind of like a Russian handler.
Yeah,
Like she's more like behind this. That was more like a transaction for her. So I used to wonder, like, what is wrong with her?
Exactly.
She doesn't do anything, and she looks so mean.
it's a transaction.
So she's it's a transaction, and she's done with him. Putin's done with him. You know, they're done with him. They don't need him anymore. They'll find somebody else, whatever.
Yeah, she's looking elsewhere. It's like, she is quite happy to be out in the cold from Trump, the fool. She's like separated from him. He's a big problem. I do get there's a businessman that she's got a new love interest with. She's worried about keeping Trump out of the White House. She wants enough stuff to keep him out of the White House. She doesn't want to be first lady again.
She's never going back. She's never going back, right? So, and do you guys feel like she really is like paid, or it has a connection with Putin for entertainment purposes only?
Not. It's all hidden. It's all maybe was, but not now. Not with all this going on.
I don't think it's Putin. I just think she's an opportunist. She was introduced to Trump, by Jeffrey Epstein and those people in New York, the modeling, if you want to call it modeling agency. A lot of people into young people, I'll put it that way. She's just an opportunist, and she'll go, where the money is. She doesn't care about anybody but herself and Barron. That's it.
And Barron. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And money, herself, and Barron, maybe in that order.
Yeah. I mean, she wouldn't even let Trump in the car with her at her mother's funeral. She's done with him. It's like, no, she's been in a separate bedroom. I think, it's public knowledge since she found out about Stormy and Karen McDougal.
Yeah, that was the end of that. Like, why would she think he wouldn't do that? I mean, what the heck, right? Yeah. Hey, Kevin Lewis is here too. Good to see you. Yeah, it's yeah, no, it's all over now, guys. It's all over, but the crying, to be honest with you, I think for Trump, for the Republican Party, it's just all over.
Hey, we're gonna hear a lot of Republicans belly aching all weekend. Get ready for it. But from now till July 11th, we're just gonna hear them all. Oh, this is corrupt, and we got to impeach Biden and stuff. But I think Jack Smith, now that there's a conviction under the belt, even though it's not a Jack Smith one, I think he's going to start going after some of the other people involved with January 6th.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's exactly right. Because I think that once he knows Trump is finito, he can finally cross over.
Yeah.
So I think in the next few days to a week, I think he'll go, because he's like, okay, the country is safe. This man is never going to get in the White He's just been hanging on for that.
And what are you still like with the immunity in the Supreme Court, which they've got a rule on by the end of July, I think it is. Like they would be so crazy to grant presidential immunity because then Biden could go off and do all kinds of do an executive order to kick off some of the Supreme Court people. Forget about impeaching them, just executive order them out.
But they know that Democrats will never do it. They know that. They can trust us with that kind of power because we're never going to do it. So what I feel like is they're cracking the door open. They're just cracking the door open. Like they're going to kick it down and they're going to make the court rule. This is personal. This is presidential. Like we just need clarity. But when they do that, it kind of creates a little opening. And these people have such long, memory, longevity. They'll do something for 4 generations away. So, okay, no one's going to go in that crack door right now, but maybe in 2 generations they will. So to me, it's just creating a precedent that it's harder for the Democrats to go back and fix. That's what we Democrats have to do. What do you think, Sibyl?
Yeah, we need to go back and fix it. And I feel like we will. We're going to start a lot of things that were tradition or just understood need to be laws. And so we're going to be remaking it's a brand new day. This is huge what happened. This is and Republicans are going to be freaking out and saying, oh, it's rigged and we're going to appeal this and it doesn't mean anything and they were crooked and blah, blah, blah. Some of them are going to say that because they know they're next and they are going to be next. So, I mean, this was huge this was the kingpin that needed to fall so that like the dominoes, but if this one you didn't get this one, then we were not going to be in good shape. Here we are. I read on this months ago. I thought, oh yeah, that's what I'm like, oh yeah, he's going to be convicted. And they kept saying on 34 counts. I'm like, really? When?
I know. I didn't even think they were going to do all 34 counts.
I was looking at the TV. I'm like, on Thursday? Well, I guess they meant next Thursday. And then all of a sudden I turned it on again and I'm like, holy crap. The thing at the says verdict guilty. I'm like, what?
I totally didn't see all 34 counts.
I'm like, oh my God.
I didn't see it coming that quick either.
I didn't see it coming this quick. I thought it was tomorrow for sure. I thought it was
34
tomorrow.
Counts. I thought it'd be next
Thursday,
week.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking about Thursday? Because it just seemed like a normal news day. I'm like, okay, here we are again, waiting for, and then it was on there. I was like, holy crap. Yeah. See, I have a client. I'm actually late.
Oh, so. Yeah.
Well,
thank you, Sibyl. Thank you so much for coming. We're going to close it down pretty soon anyway, because we've been on for an hour and 12 minutes celebrating. And we need to celebrate, right? We all need to celebrate.
Sort of truth.
Yes. Thank you, Sibyl. You guys check out her channel, SibylHarmony.com. You can see how it's spelled right there on the channel.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And hallelujah. I mean, I'm just delighted. I'm so grateful. This is huge.
It's kind of hard to believe. It's like, I don't know if it's
kind of like shocking, but this is the new energy that's coming in. We're going to be okay. Things are going to change. We're going to, like you said, change these laws. So this can never happen again. This can never, and we still need to all pitch in and understand, democracy is not just a given thing. You can't just expect, oh yeah, but like Biden was saying, every generation has to serve and make a sacrifice. And that's why I started making this channel. I live in a house that's 120 years old. When I moved in, there was newspapers in the attic. I know everybody's heard this probably already, but I'll be brief. In the attic that's talking about D-Day, and the kids whose grandparents and great-grandparents were here said that this house was empty for 2 years when the World War II started because everybody went to work in the ammunition factory or enlisted. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do my part. And that's why I got on here and started talking about democracy and I'm sorry, I'm just so happy this happened. It's just,
Oh,
sorry, I'm emotional. I'm an emotional person. Sorry.
oh.
This is huge. And I'm really grateful.
If I wasn't in shock, I'd be fine.
System work.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be okay, but it's just, it's
No, I
just-
know, right?
good
I
day.
know.
It's
I
a
know.
good day.
You see them get away with so many things, right? And even though the energy, in our
It's
guides,
so
and
nasty, it's so corrupt, it's so dirty, it just breaks your heart.
yeah. Even though everything says it's going to be okay, and we're all getting kind of similar information, it's so nice for it to really happen. We really deserve this. Golly, we've been through hell and back.
Yeah, all of us. And thank you to all the viewers and everybody who's, supporting this, because we're all in this together. We're not done yet, because there's still, there's still, MAGA's still out there and corruption's still out there, but this is a good day. This is a good day.
This is a good day. You really have to take a minute and celebrate. You really have to. It's important.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sibyl. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye,
I'll
Sibyl.
wait till you guys leave.
He's got 88 total charges, so we got more to go. We got Bonnie Willis. We got all these. Everybody's always like, "What? Who's the woman that takes them down?" It's all of them.
It's
true,
all of them. Right?
It's all of them. It's
Stormy
collectively
Daniels,
women taking him down.
It's Tish James. It's it's everybody is taking him down. Everybody. Bonnie Willis.
Keep taking credit for reversing Roe v. Wade. Alito's not going to stand on that Supreme Court. He'll be gone next year. As soon as we flip the House and Senate both, they're going to impeach him. He won't last.
Bye-bye to him. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to impeach him. They're going to, and I think they're going to go for Thomas. And I think the way Roberts is running this court, which is like a complete sham court, I think Roberts could be also on the chopping block.
I have always seen Biden naming 3 people to the Supreme Court, and so far he's just got 1. So 2 got to go.
2 more got to go. That's right. They owe us 2 more slots. Exactly.
They either got to go or he's got to expand the Supreme Court. But I've always seen him naming 3 to the Supreme Court.
Yes, exactly. And I think Biden came out either today or yesterday and said that he's ready to do that. He's ready to expand. or replace, whatever needs to happen. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, this 34 counts. This is the domino that's going to make everything else fall. I do see Jack Smith getting busy. I see other people saying, peace out. Don't want any of this mess. Trump isn't going to help me. So I'm out, right? Like I got to save myself at this point.
I mean, you think about Biden got the popular vote. Hillary got the popular vote.
I know.
The collective energy wanted justice. And that's what's driving a lot of this too. It's all that collective energy that wants to see justice served and our democracy to hold.
Yes. Yeah. And this is even before all those women have really woken up. Like I don't think, though, I haven't seen what they've shown me yet. Like I've seen these women in the streets. So I think this is even before the real powerful women energy gets, stirred up. It's kind of like the Republicans, for some reason, going to hit a wasp nest with a baseball bat, and that would be women, and they're going to. They're just going to go.
Think about 2 days after, or 1 day after Trump was sworn in office, we had the biggest women's march ever. We all got our little pussy hats, and
that's true.
It's true. Don't mess with women.
Yeah. And now we can get in the streets. Nobody protested during Trump too much because remember the unmarked cars? I mean, it was really crazy. But now, we've got our rights again. I think you're going to see people in the streets. So regardless of the energy that's here now, it's just going to get even more strong. Yeah, they're going to be sorry they picked on Hunter. And they're going to be sorry that they picked on Biden. They're going to be sorry they picked on women. They're going to be sorry they picked on gays and minorities and Native Americans and everybody, everybody, they're going to be sorry because all of us are tired of it. We're all going to stand up and say that's enough, right?
And we have these wonderful young women in Congress,
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett. Oh my God, I love her. AOC, all these young, strong women. That's going to continue. They're setting their role models, and we're going to see more young women coming in there. Intelligent, not the stupid ones that don't understand how to pass a bill.
Right. Yeah, no. And Jeffries is young, right? Hakeem Jeffries is young. So we do have a lot of these younger energies coming in. And I think Jeffries is going to be speaker before the election. I think he's going to get Speaker of the House before the election. So that's the first step. So by the time we get to the election, we're just going to have this tidal wave of energy. I just don't know if we're going to have a super majority. We really would need a super majority. So we all need to get out there and text bank, phone calls, donate, volunteer, do whatever you can do, because this energy is like, it's like matching. When you give a donation and they say somebody's going to match it, the voting is matching. Like, get in there. We can actually get Democrats in some of these places that never had a Democrat before. We have to be able to try it. We have to get in there and work hard, but it's going to pay off. Yeah, I don't think Mike Johnson, I'm not sure he's going to have a breakdown. I think he's very steely. You know what I mean? He's a strategist. He's going to try to figure out what he needs.
Sneaky. He's a young Mitch McConnell. Yeah, he's like a young Mitch McConnell. He's strategizing.
God. Probably is a young Mitch McConnell. Well, he can't be in there for 1,000 years like Mitch McConnell. I can't deal with it. I can't. I just cannot do it. Yeah, amazingly empty of morals. Very true. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this live to celebrate the conviction. Please take really good care of yourselves.
Are you popping your poppers?
I did too before you came on.
Okay.
I did one, I think, when you were on. You said, I think he's blocked, and I grabbed one and blew it off. I'm like,
blew another one.
Yeah, I got so excited, right? So my guides told me, order the poppers, they've been telling me, order the poppers, and I didn't do it. And then yesterday we're like, order the poppers. And I was like, all right. They came this morning.
Oh my God.
They came this morning. And I was like, okay, that's probably a good sign.
Yeah.
So, and I have 4 left. So I'm loaded. I'm loaded for more convictions. Yeah. I'm loaded for more, guys. So I'm ready to do this. Thank you guys so much for coming on at the last minute.
Thanks for inviting us
so much.
Yeah, thank you.
And you guys, everybody take really good care. I'm sure more people will be live tomorrow, tonight, this weekend. Celebrate. Take this
party.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
And see Petty Boots Sunday night. Whose channel y'all on Sunday night?
We'll be on House of Lenormand this week.
Okay. Becca's House of Lenormand.
With Braxy.
For Braxy, yes, the big dog.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, go to Jenn's channel, and they usually cross post it. But it's Sunday night, 7:00 my time.
7 Central, 8 Eastern.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Woo! My screen is doing something.
Yeah, it's going to be really petty this week after this news.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, you guys please have fun. Take really good care of yourselves, and we'll see you again really soon, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.